So apparently this one, guys, dropped initially back in 1998 as the first signature shoe for Kobe Bryant, and now over 20 years we finally have it for the first time back in stock. Guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also give me a like at the end of the video. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're going to have a look at the comeback for a very well-known pair of shoes. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see will come in one of the regular boxes in this black color, which will have this big Adidas logo in this gray color here on top. So let's go ahead and take them out. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at one of these three color combinations available for now for this Adidas Crazy 8. So back in 1998, guys, if I'm not mistaken, Kobe Bryant had the first signature release for this pair of shoes, which was the Crazy KD8 called at the time. And that one came in a black and white colorway, which is also available here in the UK alongside this one, which is called Off-White and Sesame. And besides these two, we're also gonna have another one in a bright orange and white. So all three of them will come for the same retail price of £140. So again, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time when we have this Crazy 8 coming back in stock. And most definitely a lot of people will be quite glad that these ones are back. And searching online, I actually realized that this comeback has actually slightly better materials than the original ones. So for this one, we're gonna have a mix of no-buck with some very nice and hairy suede, which most definitely we didn't get the first time back in 1998, where we had mostly just synthetic leather materials. So this is not gonna be in any way a performance review. I'm just gonna give you my actual thoughts on this pair, how it looks and also how it feels on foot. But if you want a performance review, for sure you can find other reviews which will give you that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper, we're gonna have a mix of materials. One of it will be this gray no-buck material, which will be present here at the front of the toe section. And this will also be present here in the midfoot and also at the back, covering most of this part. And besides this no-buck, we're also gonna have a slightly darker shade of gray for this hairy suede, which will be present mostly here in the midfoot, where it's gonna be represented by these three stripes. As you can see, also on top of the toe section, we're gonna have this Adidas logo, which will also be present on the lateral side of the ankle section as well. As in for the actual lacing system, this one is actually quite interesting, and this one will keep in place this round sail laces. And underneath these laces, guys, we're gonna have like a neoprene material for this tongue, which towards the top will have this no-buck material again. And here at the top, we're gonna have a very big tag with the Adidas equipment and also the logo embroidered. And just at the top of the tongue, we're gonna have this small pull tab, which will also be present here at the back as well. One thing which I will need to add is that the amount of padding for this tongue, it's actually quite small, so I was expecting this one to sit slightly a bit better on my foot. Rather than that, I would say that this one is looking quite nice. Going now inside of the shoe, for this one I'm gonna have this gray lining, which I need to admit that underneath will have a decent amount of padding. And also at the bottom we're gonna have a foam insole in this gray color, which here at the heel section will have the Adidas lettering and also the logo imprinted in this white color. So now guys, we can go to this EVA midsole in this white to off-white color, which as you can see on the lateral side will cover most of this suede and nubuck. So for sure the design for this one, it looks quite nice. But I need to admit that this one, it's not gonna be as high as you'd expect. When having these shoes on feet, you actually sit quite low. So now guys, we can finish with this slightly yellowed rubber outsole, which will also have this gray herringbone design, which for sure will give a very good stability. And here in the midfoot for this one, also gonna have this torsion system. As in for the actual sizing guys, for me as I have a skinny feet, for this one I went with my true to size, and I need to admit that lengthwise this one seems to be actually a bit snug. So most definitely I would advise you that for people with skinny and normal feet, you should go with at least a half size up. And just in case you have wide feet guys, most definitely you should go with at least a half size up or even a full size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too short as in lengthwise. So overall guys, this is a brand new release, which is actually a comeback of the original one, which came back in 1998. In my opinion, it's actually looking quite good, and I would say that for the retail price of just 130 pounds, this one it's using actually quite good materials, which apparently comparing with the original ones, which were synthetic ones, for sure they will be so much better. But I would say that comparing with other options which we have out there, this one doesn't seem to have the best comfort or stability. Even the actual lacing system, it's not going all the way up, so I would say that the actual lockdown is not gonna be as good as you would want. But rather than that, if you just have a nostalgia, I would say, for this pair of shoes which are more than 20 years old, I would say that this one, it's actually looking quite good. And of course, if you are not a big fan of this off-white and sesame colorway, you still have the other two available. So at least you have for now 3 options. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this comeback for this Adidas Crazy 8. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, you can also choose from these following videos, which will appear in a second on the screen. And as usual, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.